Hello everyone, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel. Today I have a flip through for you of a journal I have been working on for a swap. Okay, so let me begin by saying I decided to reach out to another journal maker on Instagram. She just makes the most beautiful journals. Her name is Sarah, and her Instagram handle I will list below. It's Creating Beauty with Paper, and she is so talented. And so I asked her if she wanted to do a swap, and she did. So we exchanged ideas on themes, and her journal is complete. Actually, I received mine yesterday, and it is so insanely gorgeous. I have pictures of it on my Instagram, so you can go look if you like. But today, before I ship off her journal, I wanted to do a flip through for you guys to see, and also, for her, so I can talk about all the things in this journal. And I also want to have a record of it because I love this journal. So she wanted a Marie Antoinette journal, and she sent me this image in particular. This cover has had a few iterations. I started over twice. I wanted this journal to be filled with textures, kind of over the top, opulent, all the things Marie Antoinette. I used feathers and beautiful light colors and pinks, and oh my gosh. So let's just talk about the cover. So it is 3 signatures. It covers with ivory. It closes with ivory silk. Excuse me, I can't even speak. It's been a while since I recorded a video. There's a tassel. I did some, it's covered in this pink floral fabric. I did some embossing on the spine and on the back. This is a gold embossing powder with glitter in it, so it's really fun and sparkly. And then I made a back pocket. This is a double pocket. I've been liking doing pockets on the back just for extras that you maybe haven't found a place for inside the journal, that you might want to include later. And I don't know, I just like it. So let us see. Here's the top view. It's a little big. I had to actually stop myself. Lots of different textures and charms and ribbons and such. So let's open her up. Let me make sure I'm in frame when I do this. That's always the thing. Here we go. Okay, so it opens like this. And let me use my little prop. I used this beautiful fabric with the gold thread throughout this journal. I've used it here as well, to make this front pocket with heart lace, and then this bright gilded paper for the end pages, and then a vellum pocket. She has a big tag. She sent me this digital kit that she wanted to use, and it has, as you can see, it has more vibrant colors than just like the pale pink and blue and white. So I wanted to incorporate that by using some pops of brighter pinks in this journal. And so she has her library card and just another pretty tag. And then here I made this photo frame, and this is Marie Antoinette and her oldest 2 children, I believe, and right on the back of that. Or I just thought, she would have that in her journal. Just a little scrappy fabric that I've sewn, and then another tag. Love that fabric here. So she could, place her library card here or whatever she likes. So I tried to use as much paper and textiles that have gold in them. Lots of soft colors and bright pinks, just very like cotton candy vibes. Here I have a French book page and a feather and some layered trims. And then this is a, oh, I don't know, advertisement diagram. 1776 hairstyles in France, and just completely over the top. So I don't know what was going on at that period in time. It's so interesting to think about people doing these really involved hairstyles as a way to express themselves. This is antique ledger, and it is not French, but gosh, I love the handwriting, and I thought the color was just perfect for this journal. This is from the kit she sent me. Beautiful floral pages, kind of a Victorian kind of take. Okay, here I sewed some of my more transparent mesh scraps onto a floral cardstock to make that pocket. I have some gold splatter and then pretty little tag. Here's the tuck spot. I did a die cut of a rose and just various ephemera for her. I have done these papers throughout. I'm going to show you. I did a lot of interesting techniques. Some vellum, this beautiful sort of rococo, another fabric pocket with flowers and gilding. This is one of the images from the kit. I decided to make a little book for her. I lined it with some inked dyed paper, and I embossed this as well and used gold wax on it, so there's a little notebook for her. This trim is so incredibly perfect for this journal. This was given to me by my mother-in-law, and it was her mother-in-law's. She recently passed at 94, I want to say. And this pink satin is just gorgeous with the lace. She was a crafter, so she has lots of textiles that I got, which is handy. And then I did charms, hearts, and keys in pink throughout. Let me explain this paper. So I used a parchment paper, and I used some distress inks. This is picked raspberry, and I like washed it out with color, and then I used a blue one, kind of a robin's egg blue, and I just really like the way they came out with this brighter pink that picks up on some of the images from the kits that I used. I love that. So, and then on some of them I did, you'll see here's some layered trims and a little crown. On some of them I did gold embossing as well. I love this spread. Lots of beautiful textures. I did kind of a collaged sewn pocket with some various trims. I really like the way it turned out. It's just like eclectic. Here I have some fussy cut elements, cakes and fans and puffs, and I don't know, on this. This is actually a Tim Holtz wallpaper sewn. This is a journaling card and some other elements, and then I did a wax seal on this one, some gold inking. So that's a fun journaling card for her. And we have pinks and more crowns. I love this. Just rich with texture. She, you know, is so famous for her clothing, her choices and her looks, and, you know, the opulence, the shoes, stuff like that. So I wanted to include a lot of that stuff. Oh, this is a card I saw in, you know, a stationery store. And it is, I believe, Disney and a Cinderella card. But gosh, look at that. Like a golden carriage. I had to include it. So I sewed it as a flip. And then it flips out. Let me make sure you can still see what I'm doing. Yeah, you can kind of see. This is image from Teal and Tattered, and I used this gorgeous lace with sequins and pearls as a pocket. And this is kind of a rose, so that closes like that. Oh, more trims. I mean, this color palette cannot be beat. I love it. It's so dreamy. The way that these papers turned out is just, I feel like you're kind of in a dream state. Here is a triple pocket that's layered with different images of her. Here I printed this on coffee dyed paper, excuse me. So give it a different kind of feel. She can place these throughout the journal, decorate. Here's an extra feather and floral kind of cluster. Of course, I won't be able to get that back in right now. I will make that right for you in a minute. Okay, I made this envelope out of vellum, which is kind of funny because I have vellum envelopes. They're just not quite this size, and used a little gold washi. I don't know why I made it. I just did. So inside it has a little journaling card with an image. Oh, look at this. I'm gonna use some trims, little butterfly, and then opens like that, and that's a place to journal. That just fits nicely in there. I like these colors together. Oh, here I have another sort of diagram of different hairstyles. I printed that on coffee dyed paper as well. Just folded this over to a text spot and added some textiles. Oh, this is what I was waiting for. This is why I haven't sent it. This came yesterday. This is a French letter. Paris, 1829. And, you know, the actual handwriting itself is so beautiful. And it's just, I mean, this is a treasure. I know she'll like this. You know, you can't really do anything with it, but just enjoy it and admire it. Maybe she speaks French and she could read it. I wanted something old and French in the journal. So that goes with her. Layered trims and appliques. Both agreed to do 3 signatures just so our journals were similar in size. So this is the second signature. I did a big fabric pocket layered with this chiffon fabric that has embroidery, and I just did some messy stitching. I really like the way these colors play together and just that effect of kind of having it messy. This is a map of Paris she can journal on. Trying to think of things that Marie might have. Okay, so here's one of the papers that I embossed with gold after I did the inking. And it's just messy, and oh, I love the texture of it. It's so beautiful. I really like the way they turned out. So here we have a piece of French ephemera, just a handwriting specimen. What do I have here? What do I have here? Oh, all these feathers. Just various kind of spots to journal. And she can, of course, glue these down. When I think of Marie Antoinette, I definitely think of the feathers. I love this. This is specialty paper. You guys have maybe seen me use this once or twice before. I think I used the last of it here in this journal, and I just love. It kind of reminds me of maybe an old wallpaper. It's got the gilding, and it's just like a cool texture. I really wanted to use that. The cameo here. This, let me wiggle this out. This is a kind of a collaged fabric pocket. I use this stretchy lace. I love this applique. And then this is a journaling card. Marie Antoinette's song. I didn't know she had a song, but I saw that piece of ephemera. I had to have it. Look at how gorgeous this embossing is. I'm obsessed with this technique. I really like it. I think it's dreamy. Okay, here are some layered appliques. This is a beautiful image, pink and blue flowers. It's kind of a woman just holding her scarf that's filled with flowers. I think it's so beautiful. And that has acetate over it. And this is the temple of the, at her property. Oh, I think it's Trianon. At her little country house that she lived at. This is an image of the temple that was there, and the tag. Love that fabric, or that fabric, that texture of that paper. It's kind of metallic. Here I did a messy ruffle with some stamping and some charms, and this is actually a notebook that she can write in. Right in the middle. This is the very middle of the journal. Pinks and blues and pearls and flowers. It's just so dry. I love this color palette. Love that. Here is another spot where I used that fabric. I just love it. This is an old postcard of a spot in Paris. Arc de Triomphe, and then another little journaling card with a butterfly. I used these gold pins. I had one on the front as well, with these pale blue pearl beads. I just love the effect of seeing pearls in the journal. I mean, I know she said that this would be maybe more of a keepsake or kind of enjoy and look at journal, but imagine writing your thoughts on that. I would be into that. Okay, this is another antique letter. This is not French. I believe it is German. It's the texture of this paper is so cool. I love it. It's so cool. Yeah, this is German. I just really like it, and I wanted the color is, you know, it's a blue envelope, so I kind of couldn't help myself. This envelope is so fragile, so fragile. Couldn't help myself, had to include that. And then, oh my goodness, I have to be gentle here. A little mini tag with her kit that she liked, and then this periwinkle satin ribbon. Okay, this is the third signature. I started each one with a fabric pocket, if I hadn't mentioned that. This one I layered over some cardstock to make it more substantial and frankly easier to sew. It's easier to back your more meshy type fabrics onto a piece of cardstock. Roses, and oh, I love this applique. Kind of a mint green. I like this pocket. Another tag for her. It's cool. Love that. Let me put this up. Okay, we have a piece of French ephemera. This is a collaged journaling card with an image from that. Cool paper that I love. Roses and feathers, and then look at this pretty trim. Just very much reminds me of the opulence that I think of when I think of Marie Antoinette. Okay, here I did a notebook. This is a built-in, I hinged it with silk, and then she can write in here. But this is also a tuck spot. So you can tuck behind it, and then this is glued in so it won't go anywhere, and she can just tie that back up. And I did some die cuts to embellish this notebook, and then some fussy cut elements. Some more vellum. I just love this little paper. And pink. Beautiful place to journal. These colors, the pinks and blues, are just so beautiful. think I did add another, oh, I did add a book page. The roses, this is Teal and Tattered. The roses were a theme I wanted to pull from in this journal. And just some gold spray and different textures. Oh my gosh, I love this page so much. This to me is definition of dreamy. Those colors and then the gold. I hope she likes it. Some rose chiffon trim. This is, oh gosh, what's his name? The artist starts with an R. Renoir? Oh, I'm so sorry. You guys are probably saying it through the the screen. Can't think of it. Okay, I flipped this one over to make a tuck spot, and I layered some little sequin trim and little journaling card pairs. Love these. These are Tim Holtz. I think they come in the wallpaper kit that you get, ephemera, and I just think the kind of shabbiness of them works with the colors. I love this trim. So perfect. Lots of different trims here. Pretty metallic tag, and you know, Marie everywhere. More feathers. This is the back page with a big old journaling card and a vellum pocket. And then the back, which you saw before. So with little odds and ends that she can place in the journal. So that is my Marie Antoinette journal. I hope she really likes it. It is full. I cannot fit any more in here. So I'm gonna pack this up and send her off with probably some extra goodies and stuff like that. But Sarah, it was so much fun to do this swap with you, and I hope you love it. And for everyone else, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you later. Bye.